How to come about a gender-sensitive constitution? The Constitution's legitimacy is influenced as much by the content of the final text as by the process of constitution making itself, that addresses the needs and rights of women, as well as those of men. A gender-sensitive and inclusive process is a model for future political interactions, results in a more inclusive constitution, and is more sustainable. The constitution-making process should be engendered during different stages. Preparations. Preparations for a new constitution might take place in various circumstances. During peace agreements, women should participate in negotiations at all levels and have a say on long-term peace strategies. When legal regimes are in place, they should be gender-sensitive. During preparations, clear timetables are important to ensure the timely inclusion of women's rights in local agendas. It is important to note that longer constitution-making processes allow for higher levels of inclusion and result in more robust protections for women. Drafting. Drafting starts with a drafting body. When selecting the drafting body, certain methods, such as proportional representation and gender quotas, yield a higher proportion of women's members. Setting rules on the working hours of the body, its decision-making method, available training, and recognition of caucuses will have an impact on women members' participation. Both technical experts in gender equality and non-discrimination and women's rights defenders should have direct and indirect access to the body to inform their work. Facilities such as sanitation, childcare, transportation, and security have a positive impact. Outside the drafting body, gender-sensitive civic education and awareness raising should reach the widest possible audience and be adapted to the realities of the country, such as its poverty and literacy rates, which are gendered themselves. Public consultations. During public consultations, women's rights advocates should attempt to influence the drafting body through various means, such as face-to-face meetings, conferences, and social media. They should promote a gender equality and non-discrimination agenda and represent broad interests encompassing multiple groups. The participation of women's rights groups should not preclude the participation of individual women. During ratification. The ratification of the newly drafted constitution typically takes place in the Constituent Assembly. It may be followed by a national referendum. This is risky for women if the views of the majority of the voters are not gender-sensitive. After ratification, it is not uncommon for a new constitution to not be implemented fully once adopted. Women should remain vigilant and call for development, adopting and implementing legislation on gender equality and non-discrimination.